guys, I've got some great news. I'm 18 now. That means I'm finally a man. Reminds me of the SpongeBob movie. Now, here's a surprise, and I'm going to say it to you right now. Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. I don't know who will win, but let's turn on our Switch 2 real quick. I'm playing it on the TV for crisp 4K, which you'll probably see because this request is awful. That's a cool chime. So, well, this is my favourite combo, so now I'm gonna say from why I've played this, I'm playing as the Penguin, by the way. So my thoughts on this. This is Mario Kart. By the way, this is Mario Kart World versus Flatout Ultimate Carnage. What's I remember that song? Yes. Okay. So this is one good thing about this. I'll start now. I'm gonna take points away from its $70 in America price and its Australian price of $110. So this game is pretty pricey. I mean, really pricey. And the Switch 2, you need to take a bank loan out for that. So I'm going to be taking points off that. Now, the free roam is amazing, actually. Me and my buddy, Nerd Battle Plus, we always wanted a free roam in Mario Kart. And when we finally got it, it just felt like Jesus had risen again. I mean, to be honest, if he ever does, that'd probably be because the Switch 2 prices would go down. But we've always wanted this. And now that I'm 18 now, I've started to play this, and I can admit, I can see why some people like it and why some people hate it. First off, I'm going to mention again the price. I'm sorry if I mention this a lot. But Switch 2 just feels like it's just a Switch 1 with some things added to make it seem different. I do like playing with the controllers though, put them in the Switch 2, I mean. That's an obvious sign I've got ADHD, but I always loved about Switch 1 and 2 is just how you put the controllers in. Like, I barely play the game, I just like putting the controllers in. Now, you can do a grind in this game, so they've probably taken some inspiration from Tony Hawk, and with also other things. There have been inspiration from Sonic Racing. I remember playing that demo on my 3DS. Now, the controls are great. I did not mean to do that. From the open world, I'm going to show you the entire map. So, yeah, there's so much to explore. I don't know why this reminds me of Legend of Zelda. So let's go and take this penguin back to where this penguin lives. I assume. I hope it doesn't live in the random desert. As you can see, you do get the terrain on your tires, which is a really good detail. But just remembering this game costs a lot, obviously makes you think that you're not really getting much for your money. And the 4K graphics are great. I don't know if the Wii U did 4K graphics. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Knockout Tour is amazing. I haven't tried the online yet, but I think if I pay for the Switch 2, I wouldn't want to pay another subscription. But I didn't even pay any subscriptions. What I'm talking about. Well, at least I didn't mess up my words in this video. Maybe turning 18 might be a sign that I can finally speak right. So, the game is actually really fun, but again, price. Sorry I mentioned it a lot. And out of the dock, it looks really good. So yeah. Now, Steam Deck, I'm going to awaken you. Let's compare this to a game that is one of my favourite racing games. Oh wow, my game is installed, that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to turn it down because it's got copyrighted music. But let's compare it to Flatout. I'm trying to remember which one is A. So yeah. So the Steam Deck, usually for the 1 TB model I've got right here, which is also the OLED model, costs around, I don't remember. Well, for the dock, it costs £69 for a dock, which is, I think that price is outrageous, to be honest. I give the Switch 2 a point here. It came with the dock. Now, Flatout 3, not Flatout 3, Flatout Ultimate Carnage, in my books, is a masterpiece. And it has some great songs. See, this is one of my favourite songs in it. So let's have a race. Hopefully you can see this right. Now, Fallout 3 is not your normal racing game. In fact, it is. I'm trying to describe this the best way possible. It blends in a bit of. I'm trying to think. It has ragdoll physics in it, basically, the best way of saying. So if you crash, your character gets horrifically mangled. So, I was about to say something funny, but I'm learning to not say anything funny at all because it'll end up sounding absolutely terrible. As you can see, the graphics are really great on Steam Deck. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, yeah. That's an instant funeral. Wait, he survived. Now, Flatout is a more of a serious game. I mean, when I think of Flatout, I don't think it's serious, but I guess that's what they're going with. Because whenever I play Flatout, I think of smashing up cars, and that's just generally why Flatout is one of my favourite games. Steam Deck makes some really weird noises whenever I press the buttons. Now, it's really well optimized, and I think a week ago, not a week ago, some months ago, Flatout Ultimate Carnage was broken. Now, if you want to get this game working on Steam Deck, I think you get the Proton thing. I don't remember how I did it, but best way, I'm gonna tell you, if you search it up, it will tell you that you need a Proton thingamabob, whatever it's called. That you need. I'm trying to think. Of course, it'll be soon, but you do need to. Yeah, you definitely need to. No, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up now. Seriously, though, I've never thought this hard. So the game's actually really good, and I know you can't hear, but the sound when I played this originally is amazing. It still is on the Steam Deck, and the car destruction is really good. See, Flatout 3 had so much. Not Flatout 3, Flatout Ultimate Carnage has so much love and care put into it that it's just like one of those games you see and you wish you just learnt what it is. Then as an adult, you play it later, it is amazing. What can I not say about Fallout 3 that, like, what can I not say about it? It's perfect. Even has a career mode, which simulates real racing. Racing? That's like a Looney Tunes character. So, yeah. See, has a flat out mode, carnage mode. There are other modes, so I'm going to play one of them. Now, Destruction Derby, lots of smashing games have that smashing games. Why don't I describe them like that? Destruction games like that, but this one is what we're talking about, the stunts. I'm going to see how far I go up. I'm gonna. Wait, multiple. I thought I said I'm gonna wrong, but I actually said it right, so I was there like, wait, I said it wrong, didn't I? Why have I gotten worse at speaking again? So, let's see if we can get a good score. I'm going to do my best at this. I think that might not be good enough. Come on, please don't fall. I've got one try at this. Yeah, there's no way I'm making that. Oh. That looked like it. You know, I feel sorry for this driver. He is never, ever going to forget this moment. And whenever he gets into a car, I just remember this horrid moment. That poor man. You know what? I think I have what I had to say about this. So I'm going to now finish this review off with which should you buy? Now, this is a question that I have no idea. Almost, this is great. I mean, it's not perfect. The price is abysmal. I think 340 would have been a fair price. I'm sorry, I'm burped there. I'm very sorry. I'd say Steam Deck costs a lot more. If you want a more genuine gaming experience, also I think some games will have just 12 hours of battery, then get Steam Deck. Where if you don't care about how long the battery life is, because it has a 1 hour battery, then get the Switch 2. But just remember that Nintendo aren't. They've really had a fall from grace now because they are not the company I remember them as being. They're a bit greedy. Anyway, that was a review, and thank you for watching. And because I'm 18, you know what? I've got to, you know, act like a grown up. That's a funny joke. I'm gonna use that joke forever. Of course, I'm gonna keep on doing these reviews, guys. I don't care what's in the way. I'm gonna give you reviews no matter what. I don't know why I'm pointing at the wall. Pretend that's a mirror, because I don't care what happens. I will do my best to make videos. That's the video. Thank you for watching. That's the end. Goodbye.